Good morning, students. In my last class, I have discussed about importance of agriculture in the Indian economy. I discussed what is the contribution of agriculture in GDP of India. GDP indicates domestic income of India, where you see that around 14.7% of the contribution of agriculture sector in GDP. Agriculture also provides employment to more than 50% of the population of India. Agriculture supply raw material to the industrial sector. Agriculture also is the source of demand for the industrial goods like tractors, harvesters, threshers, which are used in the agricultural production. Agriculture, there is huge contribution of agriculture in international trade where government earn foreign exchange with the exporting of agricultural goods. India is a big exporter of tea, rice, cashew nuts, spices, tobacco, jute. These agricultural goods India export to the rest of the world and through which government earn foreign exchange. India also supports agriculture also support to the transport industries. Both railways and roadways are the bulk carrier of farm product in India. So through these we can briefly understand that agriculture in India is of central significance both in terms of production of farm product and non-farm products. Today I'll discuss uh, about the feature and nature of Indian agriculture. In India, there is low productivity. What is low productivity? Low productivity means output per hectare of land is very low. It is extremely low in India as compared to the advanced countries and if we compare with the China. The major crops of the world which are wheat, rice, maize. If you talk about rice, the uh, uh, output per hectare of land, India has 3.6 ton of output per hectare of land, whereas China it is 6.8 ton of output per hectare of land, and world average is 4.5. Now, next is wheat. India's productivity in wheat is 3.1 tons of output per hectare of land, whereas if it China it is 6.5 tons of output per hectare of land, whereas world average it is 3.3 tons. Next, maize. Maize in our country, maize is very much known as a makkah and corn also. In India, productivity of maize is 2.6 tons of output per hectare of land, whereas China 5.8 tons and world average is 5.6. Through these data, we can understand that the productivity of grains in our country is very low if we compare with the advanced country and world average. Low productivity is a sign of backwardness since sector generates demand for the industrial sector. Backwardness of the agriculture sector implies slow growth of the industry also. Second feature is disguised unemployment. Then what is disguised unemployment? Disguised unemployment is also known as hidden unemployment. Disguised unemployment is the situation when the number of persons engaged on the piece of land is much higher than what is actually needed. So, apparently, all are employed, but in reality, many are unemployed. Even when some are withdrawn, total output will not fall. and disguised unemployment is very much common in agriculture sectors, where because of joint family system, generation to generation are pretend to engage in agriculture sector, and their output are same. It reflects backwardness and poverty in agriculture sector. Next is dependence on rainfall. Agriculture in India is heavily dependent on rainfall. Accordingly, crop production is highly uncertain. Good rainfall means good crop output, and bad rainfall means bad crop output. The variation in nature of rainfall leads to volatile nature of income of the farmer also. That shows growth process fails to stable. Next is subsistence farming. What is subsistence farming? Subsistence farming is the situation where farmer do crop to secure subsistence of their family. Means there is no motive of earning profit. Subsistence agriculture fails to generate surplus for investment. It leads to stagnation in agriculture. Here farmers are not motivated to earn more and more profit. They do crop just for survival of their family. So those kind of farmer do not have surplus money to invest in agriculture, and through this agriculture sector remain stagnant. Next is lack of modern inputs. Modern inputs like raw material which are used in agriculture sector, like pesticide, insecticides, fertilizers, which are not judiciously used. It is because the bulk of farming population in India is extremely poor. Lack of modern inputs leads to low productivity and therefore backwardness. Next is small holdings. Our government has categorized farmer on the basis of holdings. These are small holdings, marginal holdings, semi-medium and medium holdings farmers, and last one is large holding farmers. So what are small holdings farmers? Small holdings farmers are those who have small size of land under cultivation, which is less up to 1 hectare of land. Small farmers are those farmers which have holdings of land more than 1 hectares but less than 2 hectares. Then next is medium farmers. Holding size of lands are more than 2 hectares but less than 10 hectares, and large farmers are those which have holding of land size of 10 hectares or more than 10 hectares. So small, but most of the farmers have small or marginal land holdings in our country. Small holdings are a hindrance in the process of growth, because it is very difficult to use machines like tractors in a small land size, and it leads to low productivity. Next is landlord-tenant conflict, which is very much common in India. Huge areas are cultivated by the tenants who are not owner of the soil, but bulk of the income or revenue of the farming is taken by the owners, and tenants get very little amount of money. This little amount of money, the tenants are not able to reinvestment in the agriculture sector. This leads to stagnant in the agriculture. Next is primitive technology. Because bulk of the farms in India are in small size and in medium size, and bulk of the farming population in our country are poor, the use of primitive technology becomes inevitable. There are plenty of instances where farmers are using bull's plug in the field rather than the tractors. There is still reliance on the cultivation and use the cattle power and manpower rather than the modern equipment like tractor, harvesters, machine, etc. These leads to productivity low and stagnation in the agriculture sector. Through these features, we can say that we can conclude that India's agriculture is extremely backward despite the fact that it is of significant importance in the Indian economy, because a significant sectors of the economy is extremely backward. Economy as a whole continue to battle backwardness. Thank you.